Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Today, we are going to be speaking with Jack Shepherd, the guy on the left-hand side. Give us a wave. Yeah, he didn't wave. That's okay. We're going to be looking at personal branding and basically how much things can change in a very, very short amount of time. So, before we get into the real bulk of the value of this video, Jack, can you explain a little bit more about who you are, just tell us about yourself.
Yeah, so I'm 25 now. I'm from Bath in England, as I'm sure many of you heard of it. I've been an entrepreneur now for 5 years. Dropped out of uni in Cardiff when I was 20. Started an events business. Then I started an e-commerce business, which last year did $580,000 or £420,000. But all I've been about in myself is understanding social media and understanding how to growth hack it and then being able to sell on the back end. I don't really see myself as an events person or e-commerce person. I see myself as someone who understands social media and how they can use it to their advantage in their businesses.
Sweet, awesome. Now, in terms of, that's really cool actually, because actually the thing that is important that people need to know is how to leverage social media to then sell whatever the hell they want to sell.
The product is, it's how we can utilize it.
Exactly. So we're going to talk about what you're doing now in a bit, but I want to kind of bring us back a little bit. So you say you're doing e-commerce, and events. What moved you away from doing those things? Because they were successful for you, but so why did you kind of decide to do, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore?
We talk, I guess, mainly about the e-commerce business. I had a warehouse which was about 40 minutes drive from where my apartment was. So, and I had staff, full-time staff, people in the office and people obviously packing the goods and all that sort of stuff. And I realised that's really not the life that I wanted to create for myself, having the responsibility of staff, I have to do 9 a.m. because I have to prepare their day and know what they're going to do for the day. So it's the responsibility I didn't want. I wanted to be able to work on my terms, wake up when I wanted, be able to create a business around that. So that's when I shifted and finished with that business. And then I gained a few clients for social media marketing, and I still have them to this day. But what I'm focusing on mainly right now is my personal brand and growing that as much as I possibly can, because I've obviously seen what Jonny has done. I've seen what other people have done with their personal brands, and I understand the power of it. So using the knowledge, I guess, that I built up from my previous businesses and the years of being an entrepreneur, I'm now applying what I've learned with those businesses and applying it to growth hacking my personal brand and growing it as quickly as possible.
Nice, I like it. Just leveraging that knowledge. Now, in terms of how we got to know each other, can you explain a little bit about that? Because I think it's important.
I think I probably found you first through Tanner J. Fox.
Yep.
I probably was maybe one of your first subscribers, I would say, or at least viewers. I might not subscribe.
Oh, gee.
But one of the original.
Why didn't you subscribe, dude? Well, come on.
I've never personally been interested in Amazon, although I think it's obviously an amazing business model because it does allow you to create that passive life and things like that. But I saw you, obviously, I was interested in watching someone else from the UK doing exactly what they wanted to do effectively. So I saw Jonny, I saw his progression from the first few videos that you had, filming it in your sitting room when you were still at your job, and then watching your transition actually from obviously quitting your job, growing your personal brand, and just seeing what you did through there. Then obviously I jumped on to your mastermind program as well, where we had I think it was around 10 weeks ago now.
Something like that,
Something like that, where we had obviously a call every week, because I was I was like, I know personal branding is what I want to get into. So I want to speak with someone that's been and done that, created a digital product, created a following, an audience for themselves, and done well with it. So I wanted to speak with someone that could guide me in the right direction. So I was, skipping that learning curve of having that new business. And that's why I think I guess investing in yourself, your knowledge, the people around you is so important, because if you want to put yourself in a position of where someone else is, and that's your goal, well then why not learn from them and understand what they've done themselves, so you can get to where exactly where you want to be.
Taking shortcuts is fine, isn't it? It's okay to take. I do the same thing. I like try and learn from other people. I learn from you as well. So it's got to that point now where we just bounce ideas between each other, which is like the ultimate. That's like the ultimate way you want to network with someone, is you want to be able to like have it be mutually beneficial. So like you kind of last year you're like, yes, I want to have a personal brand. I want to be able to do this. Was there a turning point where you're like, okay, now I'm going to do it? Or were you holding back for a while? Or do you know what I mean? What kind of got you to get to the point where I was like, yes, I'm going to do it? And how did you like really think about, this is a real question as well. So that's the first question. Second one is, how did you then really pick what you were going to do?
Yeah. So probably I procrastinated for way too long, watching people like Jonny, watching people like Karen J. Fox and other YouTubers that I'm sure you watch right now. I procrastinated way too long. And even after I'd finished that business, I was like, oh, I need to wait around to get a camera, to get lighting. Well, how stupid that was, because obviously right now I'm on a webcam, and a few of my videos actually now are on webcams. The webcam I bought cost about £50, but the first few videos that I did were actually just on the Mac internal webcam. So there's like should be nothing that holds you back from starting a personal brand. Now, obviously, being in it, I understand that nothing should like hold you back if you want to put yourself out there. Share your knowledge, share your journey, and document that. What was the second question again?
I can't remember. I think it was like how you really decided, because you could have talked about e-commerce, you could have talked about like like agency stuff. So why did you want to make the decision of I want to talk about personal branding?
So firstly, I did start talking about getting clients and how I started getting my first few clients that I still have now. But then I started getting feedback of actually what people wanted to hear about. And I was getting questions every single day going, how are you growing on YouTube so quickly? How are you getting these views? They want to learn about that. So once you have like the feedback from your actual audience that's watching you, and those initial like 100, 200, 300 people that start watching you, they'll tell you what they want to see. Mm-hmm. So then you can obviously create content around that. And then in the long term, or even in the short term, creating digital products around that to start actually making it a business.
Yeah, that's really cool. So people were like, hey, how the hell are you growing your YouTube channel? And I know, because we worked like closely on this, and we were like, this is like your progression was really quick, wasn't it? So you went from 0 subscribers. Can you just give us that that kind of timeline of go back like a couple of months?
Yeah. So
what happened?
Within the first 30 days, 30 videos sort of period, I'd hit the 1,000 subscriber mark. So within a month, I was on 1,000 subscribers. I'm growing now at roughly around a 40 to 50 subscriber every single day, getting more people in my ecosystem, getting people more in my Facebook group, because I think having a personal brand is good to have different platforms. Like me and Jonny, we are going all in on our Instagram as well. So leveraging all those different platforms to actually start bringing traffic into your main funnel, which I guess is your YouTube channel, because that's where you really develop that like one-on-one sort of connection and relationship with someone, is through your YouTube, and they can obviously watch your content through video, which is obviously like the best medium to do so, I think.
Definitely. So one of your big things that we spoke about earlier when we were off kind of camera is that you want to help people that already have businesses as well, that generate income. You want to be able to show them the importance of platforms like Facebook and YouTube and stuff like that, and personal branding to help their businesses out. Do you are those things that you get? I guess you learned from your other businesses, so from your like e-commerce one and the events stuff like that. Because I know we've spoken about this before, but no one's going to know because they won't.
Yes. One of my first businesses, which was an event business, we effectively had Facebook groups. It was an event business for students in the UK, and then we had Facebook groups for every single university around the whole of the UK. So that's why I sort of first. And that's where we started gathering, obviously, students into and understanding our brand and getting seen to our brand. So from there, obviously, I learned a lot about Facebook groups, which has then come into what I'm doing now. YouTube, this is obviously my first YouTube channel, but I've watched people like you. I've seen what you're doing well, and then I'm just applying it for myself and then just accelerating it under my own name, providing my own content and my own twist to things. Because I mean, I know a lot of people out there with personal brands starting out, they just like to copy people in like word for word, maybe some videos, but obviously it's great to have your own twist on things and your own perspective. And like Jonny's done, he's done Amazon for the UK market. He could have done the Amazon for worldwide and helped people out of that, but he's established himself as the authority within a specific niche, which has then created his personal brand being so valuable because he's like truly established yourself as that authority.
Awesome. And then basically you're setting that path now for yourself, because it's a very personal branding is like people don't really talk about it that much, particularly with like growth. So I think if people are watching this and they're like on the sidelines, or they are starting a personal brand, I would really highly recommend first you go and join. I'll put the links down below. Join your Facebook group, and just like, and we say about copying people, just take influence. You can take an influence from what Jack is doing, and he's sharing what he's doing as well. You're not like keeping your cards close to your chest. You're sharing what you're doing, and then go and watch his YouTube channel. He's got loads of information. You've got loads of videos on there now. It's just explaining what you're doing, why you're doing it, how you're doing it. And I think it'd be really valuable for people if they want to start a personal brand, but if they already have a business that they want to take onto social media and leverage the power of things like groups and YouTube to be able to like literally increase the value of their business overnight. Let's talk about the kind of, I know people want to hear this sort of stuff. Let's talk about the money stuff, if you're okay to talk with that. We'll talk about that. Did you have any goals in terms of your personal brand, like monetary amounts? Have you met them? Have you exceeded? Have you not reached them?
So obviously I've seen what you've done, and I understood the value per subscriber that you were getting effectively, and the other channels as well, the value that they're actually getting per subscriber on the back end. So I understood that from a mathematical standpoint.
Can you say that one more time? Say that one more time from a mathematical something, and then it glitched out.
So obviously I saw it from Jonny's side of things, how much he was making per subscriber, and also other channels. Some other channels are pretty open about how much they make, and then you can obviously use the math side to understand how much they're making per subscriber. And then once you understand like the mathematical point of view, that's when you know how much you can spend to go and acquire subscribers or acquire a customer. So once you understand that, that's the point where you can then really start to scale, I guess, what you're doing, whether it's a personal brand, an e-commerce brand. Once you've created that funnel that's profitable, you can just scale that further and further and further to grow a massive brand effectively. And that's like my goal with a personal brand, is to obviously show people how they can do it for themselves. And obviously me and Jonny spoke through the mastermind, and he recommended to me that I monetized early for this reason, because if we can monetize early on the front end, then we can start reinvesting that money. Because I think a lot of people forget that personal branding is a business in itself, and what do we do with any business that we have is obviously reinvest money for its growth. So I launched a course on personal branding. I only had 800 subscribers at the time. Within the first 24 hours, I did $1,384. So that was in the first 24 hours. I have someone that pays me $297 every single month as well, like a mastermind. I've had people book coaching calls for me. And obviously, as time goes by, it's just going to scale and scale and scale. But like Jonny did, you created an initial product offering of an ebook when you first started out. And I think that's what people need to start, because I started with just a $97 little course, and then it's just increasing in price as more content goes on to it as I grow my personal brand. So it's important to monetize early, so then you can use those funds to then reinvest and really just like scale up what you're doing, and basically buying success, as a few people like to say it, and buying fame, buying authority within your niche with what you want to try and create. You can just go out there and scale profitably all day long, exactly. While still just putting out the same content as you would any day.
Yeah, that's it. If you put something up for sale, then if people opt in for it and they get value, perfect. Like that's awesome. That's the ultimate situation. Now, a lot of people might be thinking, and I'm sure you've had this question, is like, hey, you just started a YouTube channel and you're selling a personal branding like course. How did you, did you have concerns about doing that? Have you had questions about that? And I want you to explain to people why you have this kind of tiered structure, which you haven't quite explained, but I think it will make sense to people watching.
So obviously at the beginning, it is a bit weird to create a personal branding course when I only had 800 subscribers at the time. But daily, I was getting questions about how I was growing so quickly because people had seen me, they had just started their channels out and they wanted to see like the same success from themselves. And like one thing that me and Jonny have talked about is in the world, there's always someone more knowledgeable than you, but there's always someone less knowledgeable than you in where you currently are. So if you can have those people that are less knowledgeable than you, they want to cut that learning curve and understand what you're doing like well at that moment so they can get to where you are and then obviously progress from there. So the reason I did a tiered pricing structure, I started at 97, it's currently 197, then it's going to go 297, 497, and so on until it peaks about 997. But the reason I did that, one reason because I did have 800 subscribers at the time, so I didn't want to go out there and try and charge the world for something. I wanted to like test the waters, see if people would buy at that point, and then I could then scale and put the price up as I knew there was interest. So yeah, I just put it out there at $97 after putting out free content for a 1 month period on my YouTube channel, Facebook group. I just put out free valuable content that people could go away and use straight away. They saw my progression and they wanted in effectively. Mm-hmm. And I think anyone that's watching this right now and has a business that they're already working on, whether it's a social media marketing agency, whether it's Amazon FBA, whether it's affiliate marketing, you know something more than someone else. And that person out there wants to learn from you because they want to get where you are. And I think that's one of the most important things, I guess, for any like business owner out there, that personal branding is one of the biggest opportunities we have. As you've seen Jonny's progression over time, he's actually smashed it with what he's doing, other personal brands out there. So you can really create this as a massive like income stream for yourself by simply sharing what you're doing on a day-to-day basis.
As easy as that, sharing. Like when I started, I was just sharing about Amazon. Like you said, like people just ask questions. I was like, wow, people really want to know like what the hell's going on. So you give people what they want. So if you have a business and it's based, it could be based around anything actually. If you have any business, you just share information about it. Someone out there will want to learn from you, and it's okay to do that. It's okay to do that. So that's been really cool for you. Now I just want to cover like a couple more topics before we round this up. One topic I want to cover is kind of what you see happening in the future. And maybe to give some advice to some other people that are starting. The other thing is I want to talk about kind of another side business to your personal brand, which is some of the stuff you've got behind you. So whichever order you want. Let's go with that first, actually.
So what the new business as well? Yeah. So obviously this is being sold through my personal brand. So you don't just have to sell digital products. You don't have to do affiliate marketing.
What is? Tell us more. No one knows what we're talking about, bro.
So, for example, I'm doing entrepreneur-inspired canvases. Mm-hmm. I've got a few here.
Show us.
All different sizes.
All right.
What the hell was that? Cool. I just got a subscriber, so it just went all right. So.
So yeah, we've got loads of different designs. They're being released like really soon.
Yeah, nice.
They're all like entrepreneur inspired. People who are interested in obviously have their own business, want to decorate their office, bedroom, lounge area. So what I said to Jonny is that obviously they're getting released very, very soon. What I said to him is that if for people that come over from Jonny's channel and subscribe to me, make sure you comment on one of my videos that Jonny Bradley sent me here, and I'm going to give away one of these to one of your subscribers.
Sweet, awesome. Yeah, go do that, guys. Go do it right now. I'll put a little, in the thing where it comes up in the corner, little eye thing. So I'll put your channel there, and I'll put it in the description as well. So you go ahead and do that, guys. We should probably spoke about that at the beginning of the video. I might put in a little thing like an introduction at the beginning to get people to wait to this moment. Anyway, whatever. So you've been running that you've been starting that up alongside it as like a supplementary business as well. What was the decision behind doing that?
So obviously, I've seen there's big vloggers out there that have their own merch, effectively. So I wanted to take a bit of what they were doing and apply it to what I was doing. So because I understand that, digital products are probably going to be the biggest thing that most personal brands do, and coaching calls and affiliate marketing. I wanted to supplement the income that I was already making with using an actual physical product, because not everyone who watches me is going to buy my digital product, which is absolutely fine. I'm more than happy that people just watch me, and get value from me, take action on it. But, some people won't want to buy my personal branding course, and that's absolutely fine. But they might be interested in, a canvas, an entrepreneur canvas for their office, for their home, for whatever reason. Like personal brands have affiliate marketing. You might promote someone else's course because you understand that if they're not interested in Amazon FBA, that's fine. But they might be interested in social media marketing, but they trust you. So then you can then promote them, one of your friends or someone that course that is really good, and people trust you for that reason. So, not everyone who's going to watch your YouTube channel is going to want to buy from you.
Definitely, 100%.
Which is fine, because I'm really happy to have just people watching my stuff and, engaging with me and getting value from it and using it in their own businesses. That's like, I get messages saying, thank you so much for the content you put out, like I'm sure you do, Jonny. And that's like so fulfilling to have people say that kind of thing.
Exactly. That's the main thing. That's the main thing. I like that. I like that a lot. Guys, remember that. So the last thing I really want to get into, because we're around how long we've been going. We've actually been on this Skype for 2.5 hours. Obviously, we haven't recorded this video for 2.5 hours. But the last thing I really want to talk about is just advice for people that want to get started. So they want to get started. What's your one biggest tip for growing a personal brand? And you've gone really pixelated, but yeah, that's fine.
So the one tip that I would recommend anyone that's growing a personal brand is to utilize and leverage other platforms as well. Me and Jonny were speaking before. He was saying how he started using other Facebook groups and would post his first few videos inside his Facebook groups to leverage that traffic source, bring them over to his YouTube channel, and then they would start getting subscribers. So using, your other platforms, I would strongly suggest building your Facebook profile, building a Facebook group, and building a brand around that, and start leveraging the massive traffic source for free that we have on Facebook and bringing them over to YouTube. And then also another good tip is obviously to use Instagram stories and having your link in bio and growing that over time, rather than using Instagram posts directly trying to promote your YouTube video. Actually use it in the story and speak one-on-one about why you created that video and tell them to click your link in bio. But effectively, to start, because you can do it with your webcam. Yeah. Your computer has an inbuilt audio system where it records your audio. You can use QuickTime Player, you can use OBS. There's free software out there. There's free video editing software. You can create thumbnails for free. A YouTube channel costs nothing to start. A Facebook group or building a Facebook profile costs nothing. So if you can just start sharing your journey, which is going to cost you absolutely nothing, and documenting that and sharing what you're already passionate about and do on a daily basis, then people are going to warm to that, and then you're going to start making sales. People are going to start inquiring about coaching calls, want to learn more in depth from you, and then you can use that money to then reinvest at that point and really start blowing up your growth and getting to like 10,000, 20,000, 50,000 subscribers and creating a serious business from it.
That's awesome advice. So you're going, because this is a question I get asked about a lot as well. How do I grow on YouTube? How do I do this? How do I get followers? How do I get views? that is the way to do it, guys. If you have a channel that you're just starting, you have to leverage other platforms that the traffic's already on that platform, and you can just funnel those people through to your YouTube channel, because otherwise no one's going to find you if you've got no views. No one's going to find
YouTube just to send loads of views out of nowhere. It's not going to happen.
Exactly.
If YouTube the right signals and start bringing other people from other platforms, YouTube are going to recognize that you're actively trying to send people from Facebook over to YouTube, because that's great on their eyes, because then they can serve those people ads and make money. So they're going to really want to push you if you're bringing people over from other platforms.
Exactly. You just want to keep YouTube happy, and then they'll keep you happy. They'll then promote you to other people and promote you suggested videos and things like that. So that's wicked. I think we're going to round that up now. Remember, guys, do remember, head over to Jack's channel. Make sure you subscribe, notifications on, obviously. We also want to just post on one of his, comment on one of his videos that, you know, Jonny sent me here. You're going to choose someone to give a canvas to, which is cool. You can join your Facebook group as well. That's free to join, I believe. So you just go ahead. I'm going to put that in the description. That'll be a second link. I think that's it. Any last kind of final thoughts from you?
Yeah, guys. So if you've got a business, please just start your personal brand. Like, just get going. It doesn't take too much time, and it's free to start. And me and Jonny were speaking. Even if he had to work 5 years every single day on his personal brand to get to where he is now, he would. But guess what? He's done it in under a year. So you need to start right now, because there's only upside to starting a personal brand. There's no like downside. You can only win. You know, even if you don't make money, you're going to get some great comments, great feedback from that, and then slowly going to start to grow, make money, and then that's when you can blow up. So there's only upside to it. So I'd say just get started, honestly.
Definitely get started. Don't just sit there and be like, oh, I wish I could like start my YouTube channel. Go and make an account, go and record a video, go onto Facebook, get some traffic, done. Like, it's the most important thing is getting that first video out there. But thank you again, Jack, for taking up your time.
Very much,
and for sharing all that information with us. For everyone watching, if you have got to the end of this video, thank you so much for hanging in there with us. What I'll do, all the links are down below. Of course, smash that like button. We want to have loads of likes on this video, because that means that we get some likes. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Turn those notifications on. I've got my 10K giveaway coming in very, very soon, so you want to be able. I've got some big things coming. I'm deciding or not if I should actually give away something that is just ridiculously expensive. I haven't decided yet. I'm kind of like weighing up the options, but you definitely want to stick around for it. As always, have an awesome day, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye bye.